Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Hello everyone, I'm Sam Kasich, and welcome to Seton. Tonight we're here for
Conference Boys Soccer Championship game with the Eagles of Chazy and the Indians of Indian Lake.
Just what I was going to say.
Tonight's starting lineup for Indian Lake.
Okay, we'll have the Indian lineup first. Josh Kuhn, number 18.
Number 9, Chad O'Brien.
Chad O'Brien, I think he said.
Number 14, Chuck Payne.
Chuck
Number
Payne.
20, Kevin Houston.
Kevin Houston.
Number 7, Joel George.
Joel George.
Number 16, Ernie Bennett.
Ernie Bennett.
Number 20,
Ernie Bennett.
Jim Dwyer.
Jim Dwyer.
Number 21, Dave Belmore.
Dave Belmore, I think he said.
Number 15, Dan Garrow.
Dan Garrow.
Number 19, Tim Leach.
Tim Leach.
And in goal, Jason Johnson.
Jason Johnson, the goalie. That's their starting lineups.
Now for the Chazy Eagles.
For the Eagles of Chazy. Northern Division
Number
champs.
15, Tim Mulligan.
Tim Mulligan, 15. Where's Tim?
Number 9,
There he is.
Corey Pombrio.
Corey Pombrio, number
Number
9.
21, Chris Demars.
Chris Demars.
Number 19, Eric Russell.
Eric Russell.
Number 10, James Mosier.
James Moser.
Number 6, Darrell Lamb.
Darrell Lamb.
Number 17, Jason Fenner.
Jason Fenner.
Number 14, Jay Anderson.
Jay Anderson.
Number 24, Pat McAuliffe.
Pat McAuliffe.
Number 28, Matt Devins.
Matt Devins.
And in goal, Terry Lapierre.
And Terry Lapierre, the goalie. Coaches Rob McAuliffe and Tom Brandell. And the coach, John Reynolds, for the Indian Lake Indians. This is for the MBAC Championship, as we watch and see if the Indians can shoot the Eagles down. I got my doubts. We'll be back with the action in just a few moments. Well, we had the kickoff as we start tonight's action for the MVAC Championship and boys varsity action. Chazy going against the Indian Lake Indians. I might be saying Wells because we just got through a game with Chazy going against the Wells girls. The Wells in the Halloween costume, they're orange and black. And Chazy in their white and green. Devins. He's going to push it back out for Chazy. The ball comes towards midfield, picked up by Moser. Cut off by the Indians. Out of bounds, I think it'll be Chazy's ball. Ball is whoops. Moser's down. Field in pretty good condition, considering all the rain we've had. Brother Raymond was out here and rolled it. Kind of packed it down quite a bit. Anderson will toss in for the Eagles. He tosses it, never came in, so we'll redo it. That's going to be another toss in for Chazy.
Take it, Pat!
Oh, Demars tossed it in, didn't see that. And that's going to be another Chazy toss. Chris Demars will handle it. Clock not working tonight, so the refs are keeping the official time. But we've got a rough idea. Ball comes to Lamb. And it goes out of bounds for a goal kick for the Indian Lake Indians. Indian Lake, about 2.5 hour drive from here by bus. A little faster by plane, but I think they took a bus down. Long travel for a soccer game. Boy, gonna drive me or the ball nuts, one or the other here. Mulligan pushes it up for Lamb. That's lifted in the air by Fenner. Mars kind of pushed off a little bit. Ball comes to Moser, picked back up by Demars. Whoa, boy. That's going to be a trip called, I would say. Demars will take the kick. I think Chris is the leading scorer on Chazy, followed by Moser, then I think Lamb. At least those are the three guys you've got to watch. Fancy footwork by Indians. I better call them the Indians because I'll be calling them Wells, but it's Indian Lake. Indians will toss in. Russell pushes it up the line. Anderson. He gets it batted out. Again, Chazy tosses. Jay Anderson will toss in. That was a beautiful throw. Let's see if we can get this one in instant replay here. Nope. Orange playing the man obstruction. So it'll be Chazy's ball as Chris DeMar sets it.
She's over there. 10 yards. Sam's over there. She's got off my butt.
Looks like a short 10, but I guess it was close enough. Benner will toss in for Chazy. He gets it into Lamb. Lamb makes one move. He gets by a pair of them. Circles it, brings it back towards the 18. Picked up by Moser. Moser fires one. Now it's over the top. Goal kick. Goal kick taken by the Indians. A beautiful kick. Way past the circle in the Eagle zone. That was one powerful kick. I don't know if the wind helped him on that one or not. Ball comes to DeMars. Lamb kind of tripped up, pushed back by the Indian Lake Indians. And it rolls out of bounds. Off Bromrio will be a goal kick. No, it wasn't off Bromrio. It'll be a goal kick for Chazy. Terry Lapierre usually takes his own kicks. And it looks like he will be tonight. His kick falls short. I've seen a lot better ones than that. Out of bounds for Orange. Chested down by the Indians. That's pushed back towards the 18. Headed by DeMars. That was Russell. There's DeMars. Both got those headbands on. There's Chris' hair is a little bit curlier than Eric's. That's going to roll out for Chazy. DeMars will toss in. Lamb, he pushes it up ahead. McAuliffe. Indians change sides of the field with it. It's pushed down towards net. Lapierre, what a big foot. He drops it at center field. Headed by Lamb. Up ahead for McAuliffe. Wells. Not Wells, Indian Lake again. That's pushed way back by the Indians. Whoa, two Indians collide. Moser, he lines up, fires, blocked by the Indians. Moser, whoa, it's in. Did DeMars get a foot on it or not? But anyway, Chazy takes a 1-0 lead. We're about 10 minutes into the game, and Chazy has scored first. They lead at 1-0. We'll find out for sure who got that goal. We don't know if there was an assist on it as Wells kicks off, but we do know James Moser with the goal. And Chazy leads at 1-0. Anderson will toss in. The ref did not. Whoops. That's McAuliffe. He overruns it. Push back, it'll be orange ball. This gentleman right here is from the Southern Division. I don't know what his name is, but the Northern Division ref is Mr. Jimmy Schatz. Lamb. It's pushed back out for Mulligan, I think. Yeah. Bromreal with the foot. Headed by Moser. Taken back by the Indians and picked up by Darrell Lamb. Lamb works his way by a 1. Up ahead. Shot by McAuliffe. Oh boy, Johnson got a hand on it. Ball shot out. Foot right. Whoa, boy, there's some action. And that's going to go out for a corner kick for Chazy. That's going to be another corner kick for Chazy. Okay, we just found out the assist was by Matt Devins. James Moser with the goal.
10 minutes remaining. 30 minutes remaining.
We're 10 minutes into the game. Johnson's out for the grab. Nice kick again. Got brought down by the Eagles. Anderson, he puts it up the line. Whoa, that's going to be Indians' ball. Chazy brings it right back. That's lifted in the air by the Indians. Got a whistle, and it's going to be Chazy's ball. Little time wasted by the Eagles. They push it way up ahead. But the Indians are there to return it. Bromreal. He lifts it in the air. Oh, white called the obstruction. Reynolds thinks it's a good call. That's John Reynolds, coach for the Indian Lake Indians. Indian Lake with a toss in. Going to be a Chazy toss in.
My boss is going to be coming over for a meeting.
Lamb comes over to take the toss in. He gets it in for Moser. That's pushed towards net. Johnson's there and covers. Whoa. Johnson with the kick. Bounces past midfield. Whoop, Moser stripped up. Pushed down, cut off by Bromreal. Come on here, focus, you blasted thing. Cleared by the Indians. Headed right back in by DeMars. Picked back up by the Indians. Cromwell, he pushes it back. Moser up ahead for DeMars. DeMars taps it up ahead and cleared back out by the Indians. The center will take the toss in. I don't know what the whistle is about, but center will redo it. Shot towards net, Johnson has it.
That was a specialty last year.
Eagles push it back up. DeMars in the battle. Both players down, nothing called. Indians cut it off, but it's picked up, whoa, by Zach Lee. That goes out of bounds, it'll be Indian toss. Indians get in, they put it down the line, it'll be a white ball. Eric Russell will take the throw in. That's lifted high in the air. Moser rolls it towards the 18, but cleared back out by the Indians. Eagle is getting a little bit slipperier. Of course, we just got done a game here. The girls played. A couple games on it last night. Oh, and boy, it's starting to rain now. So that's going to make things even worse. Rain on a nice, already saturated field. Rain is starting to come down fairly decent. You'll see a lot more slipping and sliding.
Well, this could be the game where we get both teams putting 2 runs on there. Well, maybe the foul off of him.
Whoops. I think that's a push from behind. And Tim Mulligan will take it. Mulligan very capable of putting one in from out here. McAuliffe, he misfires. Shoots, blocked by the Indians, cleared back out. I thought there was a handball too, Rob. Thank goodness we're up here in this booth. Not very pleasant when you stand out there with a camera for 2 40-minute halves plus. We have ruined one camera and I don't know, a couple microphones out in the rain. We got a cover, but it doesn't always help. That's why we're always grateful to be at Seton or Chazy or Northeastern or NAC. NAC has a truck for us. Those 4 places make it pretty nice. Looks like this guy's got a cast on. Oh, it's really getting saturated out there. Ball is picked up by McAuliffe. He's working it up the field. By 1. McAuliffe, whoops. Kicked out. McAuliffe puts it back towards net. I think we're going to have a goal kick. No subs are allowed because the ref says a foul. I'm sure that's what he said. Nice save. But he saved it for the Chazy Eagles. Indians clear it. Out.
20 minutes remaining.
20 minutes remaining in the first half, according to the ref down there. He's got a slow clock. I think he hit the stop button on it a few times. Johnson's out and covers. One nice thing, when you dive in that nice wet grass, you can slide better. Well, it looks like the rain has let up. Let's hope it was just a passing shower. We've had enough of those. But I guess we're be thankful we weren't in Maine, where they got a little over 19 inches in one area. Can't exactly remember what town it was, but a little over 19 inches of rain. My gosh, if that had been snow, they'd have covered the houses. That'd have been better than 20 feet. As Tom Messner says, 10 inches of snow is an inch of rain. So 19 would give you over 20 feet of snow. It could be a Wells tossing. An illegal throw, so it'll be Chazy's ball now.
We lost some feed last night on the field. Keychain doesn't have a...
I got here with my car. I know that.
A little back and forth action going on right now. Didn't hear that call, but it was in favor of Wells. Headed out. Nice job of clearing it by Chazy. That's House. He pushes it up. Demars on a breakaway. He fires it just wide. Oh, Chris Demars would like to have that one over again. We'll have a goal kick for Wells.
Patrick! Run off him!
And it's a direct kick as Romario takes it. I think that was Corey took that kick that time. I always find it hard to distinguish who and heck's who out there under these blasted lights. That's Moser. Woo. Blocked by the Indians. Blocked it with his kisser, more or less. Devins, he's being pushed off. Rolls out of bounds as the rain starts to come again. It'll be a Wells toss in.
Jeff, how many minutes till the half?
15.
I'm not after.
Oh, wow. There's a good collision.
15.
Devins, he puts it up. For House. I didn't see anything. Romario up for Mulligan. Mulligan with a nice kick. Right to the, just off the goal. And Johnson with a kick. He drops it in midfield. These guys are kicking it good tonight. Must be the wet weather. Makes the ball carry better. Of course, old Tim Mulligan is dangerous out there. Wells with the shot. Lapierre with probably his first save of the evening. We got about 15 minutes to go in the half. Chazy leads it 1-0. This is for the NBAC championship. Chazy, the Northern Division champs. Whoa! Indian Lake, the Southern Division champs. Rethrow. They're substituting, guy wasn't off the field yet. Oh, rethrow it. Whoa. Boy, this side is muddy. And this rain isn't making it any better, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of games to go in this field in the next couple weeks. It might all look like that right there. This is completely chewed up. Now the rain's trying to come in here a little bit. I'll have to make sure I don't get on my power pack or I'll be lighting up. We're to have a Wills kick. There's a beautiful kick, but it's wide of the goal, and it's going to go out for a goal kick for Chazy. Lapierre takes the goal kick. He pushes it up, looking for Anderson. And that goes out for what? Chazy goal kick. Terry Lapierre takes the kick. And it's kept in. The rain is getting a little more severe than it was the first shower we had. Chazy working it towards goal, but broken up by the Indians. I think McAuliffe's going to be called for the trip. That goes out. Maybe an Indian toss in. What are we going to have? An Indian kick. Gotta give him 15 feet. This guy, ref, don't waste any time at all. He just pushes you back. I don't know if I was indirect or not, but they blew it, and it goes wide, and we'll have a goal kick for Chazy. Gotta back up a little bit because the rain is trying to get in here. They don't have the plexiglass up in here yet. That's headed out by the Eagles. Lamb. He's going to work it up the field for Chazy. McAuliffe pulls the trigger and misses. And that goes off Anderson. It'll be an orange toss. That's headed by the Indians. Anderson. He pushes it out towards middle field. Indians cleared back into the Chazy zone. I think they said 10 minutes. I wish it was 10 minutes to go in the game. Don't exactly enjoy the rain. Won't bother me as much when we get done, but it starts coming into my camera. I don't like that. This is DeMars. He gives it a ride towards net. But it's cut off by the Indians and pushed right back into the Chazy zone. Brownborough rolls it up the field. Chazy has a 1-0 lead. That's the way it was in the girls' game till about 16 minutes remaining in the second half, and Chazy girls picked up 3 more goals in the last about 15 minutes time. And they won it 4-0. Benner. He's trying to bring it back towards net. Gets by and offsides are called. So it'll be an Indian Lake ball. It's going to be Chazy's ball, I guess. Lamb with the shot off the scoreboard. Indians with a goal kick. That's headed right back in by the Eagles. DeMars. His shot is blocked. Pushed back in by Lamb. Oh, just wide as it gets by. Goal kick is kept alive by the Indians. They push it down towards Chazy's net. Prombrio gives chase. Prombrio. Chazy with the kick. Prombrio moves it up. Past midfield. Tap back for Lamb. Lamb pushes it up ahead. But the Indians are there to clear it back. You can see the rain is starting to come again. It was starting to let up, but no such luck right now. Stop the clock. What do we got here? He's warning the fellows to stay on the other side of that line. Stay off the field. They're asking up here how much time, but we were told that the refs were going to keep the official time on the field, so how do we know? That's grabbed by Lapierre. Lifted high in the air, it doesn't go very far. It's not one of Lapierre's better kicks. That's lifted by DeMars. DeMars gets a foot on it. Ball picked up by Lee. Lee gets it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Chazy. Tosses. Zach Lee will toss it in. Lee tosses it in over the top of Lamb. Pushed back by the Indians, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be Chazy's toss. Not going to stick my head out the window to get the throw in because we get a damp camera. We got what you call almost a full house up here tonight. The girls' game, there wasn't hardly anybody up here, but it always fills up for the second game.
Well, you have to do it at night.
Russell. Lamb taken back by the Indians. Pass pushed up ahead. Rolls out of bounds. Prombrio will take and toss it in. I heard 5 minutes a little while ago. Well, I don't know. We got to be getting pretty close to the end of the first half. Chazy leads it 1-0. You can hear the feet in the mud. Really getting squishy out there. Brother Raymond will have his work cut out for him. He'll have a lot of grass to plant next summer. Field was in beautiful shape until the downpour. Well, I would say a trip on there. Guess we saw it the same way. Matthew Devins will take it. No, he won't. Tim Mulligan will. I should have known better. Bigfoot Mulligan. Moser missed kicks. Dangerous, I believe. Where's that blasted ball? Here it is. Mulligan moving the ball. He pushes it towards net. Cut off by Lamb. Whoa! Could be orange ball.
It's on your right.
Is that nice paddle with 3/4 inch all the way around? Is it pliable? It's pliable? It's 3/4 inch? Yes, it is. I just want to make sure. It's not it's not just for rubber then. It can't be just for rubber. Okay, that's fine. I know 3/4. That's fine.
There was a handball, I thought. Whoops. Hunter gives chase, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be an orange toss in.
It's gonna be by then.
What time? 2 minutes. They got it on the field. 30 seconds. They have 2 minutes. He's official.
1.5, the ref on the field says.
That's why I always kept back. Just tell them game's over. Game's over. Go downstairs.
I don't understand why the ref says you keep official time. He's going to keep the official time, and he's hollering up here wants to know what's left. It's a good thing they got the clock running up here then. Well, the ref just hollered out 1 minute. That was a long 30 seconds. He's the one that said it was 1.5 minutes left.
1 minute.
We're going to have a toss in. Moser. Over for Lamb. Whoops. Nice move by Lamb. It's in. That was Pat McAuliffe with the goal as Chazy takes a 2-0 lead with just a matter of seconds to go in the first half. Pat McAuliffe. And I don't know, they said 20 seconds. I know it was Pat McAuliffe with the goal. I don't know if there was an assist. 3-2-1, I guess. That's the end of the first half with the Chazy Eagles leading it 2-0 over the Wells Indians in the championship for the NBAC. Well, Chazy will kick off as we start the second half. They lead it 2-0 over the Indian Lake Indians. This is for the NBAC championship. Chazy, the Northern champs. Indian Lake, the Southern champs. It's going to be a goal kick for the Indian Lake. Looks like the rain has let up for a while anyways. Headed by the Eagles. McAuliffe gets pushed off. Okay, that last goal that's outside. The last goal was by Pat McAuliffe. Assist went to Daryl Lamb. I almost thought Chris DeMars had some part of it, but I guess not. Ball gets by Moser, picked up by the Indians. DeMars cuts loose with it. He pushes it up ahead. Wow-wee, Johnson comes out. Lamb goes flying. Johnson would have missed that one. That's headed by Fenner.
Out here, little touch out wide. Little touch that on the ground. Right back here, midfield. Hey, Joel. Hey, touch on the ground, buddy. Have your touch.
Schutz wanted it backed up. It's going to go out of bounds for Chazy. Oh, orange.
Get around it, orange. Get around it.
Shot goes wide. We'll have a goal kick for Chazy. It was a goal kick. Well, fell asleep there. Fenner tosses in. Throws it down the line for McAuliffe. Knocked out of bounds. Again, Fenner will toss in.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Jen.
Nice grab by Johnson. Headed right back in by DeMars. DeMars with the foot. Indians clear it. Brought back by the Eagles. But again, the Indians try to clear it and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Chazy toss. Russell with the toss in. Fenner on a run down. That goes out of bounds. It'll be Chazy's ball. Devins will toss in. Headed by Fenner. Ball comes back to Fenner. Stripped away by the Indians. Nice job of McAuliffe keeping it in. He's going to be a nice muddy mess when he gets home. I think he ought to have Rob wash that uniform for him tonight.
Go, get your mark!
Fenner with a toss in. Ball's put out in front. Shot off the crossbar. Johnson bats it out. And I think it's going to be a corner kick for Chazy. Well, if you weren't careful here, fellow, you'll be told to get off the field too. Coaches are not supposed to be on the field. Fenner. Pushed right back in by Chazy. DeMars heads it. That's lifted high in the air. Headed by Fenner. Whoa, that's a push from behind. Whoa. And Moser's all right. It'll be, I think, indirect. Or is it direct? Lamb. He's it for DeMars. DeMars over the top. Goal kick. Johnson will take the goal kick. Just, they would have crossed the center line. but brought right back in by Chazy. McAuliffe. He fires one, Johnson picks it up. Johnson quickly throws it out. It's cut off by Fenner. He pushes it back towards the net. Hands it over to DeMars. Ooh, Anderson is tripped up. Indians push it back. And Russell gets a foot on it. Russell pushes it back over into the Wells zone. Push back by the Indians. Back and forth we go. It's picked up by Fenner. Fenner tripped up. Moser, he gets slide tackled. Moser, nice moves. Finally, the Indians get away from him. That goes out of bounds. We got House going in. Here replacing Darrell Lamb. Looks like Yankee Stadium over there, but those are all Chazy fans here for the game. It was 0-0 in the Yankee-Atlanta game after 1. Whoa. It'll be Chazy's ball. I'd say we're about 10 minutes into the game, into the second half rather.
Go with your man, Chad! Go with your man!
Johnson grabs it. He'll be clearing it for the Indians. DeMars broken up by the Indians. Push right back up by the Eagles. Offside's called. Chazy brings it back, but the Indians trying to change fields with it. They do. But Chazy brings it right back into their zone. Out of bounds. I think it'll be Chazy toss as Zach Lee heads in for Chazy. Lee will toss in for Chazy. Mulligan. Whoops. Taken away by the Indians. Fenner in a little shoving game. Ball's pushed up ahead. Nice job by Prombrio. Prombrio pushes over here for McAuliffe. Headed back by Mulligan. Out of bounds, white ball. Devins. Ball ends up for McAuliffe. That's going to be off Moser. Oh, Chazy's ball. Goes wide and goal kick. Chazy toss. Slam. Chazy trying to bring it back. They do. Ball comes deep. Moser lifts it in the air. He taps it ahead. Looking for House. Moser with the shot. Johnson in and out, but he's got it. In and out of his hands, that is. Whoa, there's a push from behind, I would think.
Out here, you pickle diagonal. Touch out here to me.
Indians try to get it back in the Chazy zone, but Fenner cuts it off. He pushes it up ahead for McAuliffe. Wow. I thought there should be a whistle there, Jim. Boy, I guess I seen that wrong. It's orange ball. Johnson's out for the grab. The fellow there just fell down. I don't know if he tripped over his own feet or what. Land. Over for McAuliffe. McAuliffe puts it out in the center, headed by the Indians. And let me see here. The whistle's blowing. What have we got? Indians ball. Johnson with the goal kick. Fenner. For Lamb. Chris DeMarsh just reported in for Chazy. I think he replaced Pat McAuliffe. Mulligan, he gives it a ride out of bounds. Orange toss. Fenner. Over for DeMarsh. Wow, wait. Wow. Moser. If he hadn't slipped on that, it might have been in there. What a mess. And I can't see any way this is going to improve too much, although they're saying the extended forecast Monday 65 to 70 degrees. But of course we got 90% chance of rain tonight and tomorrow, so that'll just make matters worse. That's the extended forecast I heard tonight. This is Wednesday. 65 to 70. We'll be pretty near into November. Indians get it in. Mulligan comes up. He rolls it up ahead. Shot. Grabbed by Johnson in and out of his hands, but he recovers in time. I'd say we're just about halfway through the second half. If not, darn close to it. Chazy leads it 2-0. They're looking to make it a Chazy Eagle double championship this year. The girls have already won the NBA championship. The boys are looking to do the same. House, oh boy, that was a nice block. Indians have played them tough. It's been a battle. Indian Lake not rolling over, I'll say that much. From what I see here, they deserve the Southern Division Championship. I don't imagine they're much bigger than Wells. Well, let me see, I think.
21 left.
Well, they're saying 21 left. I think there's about 200 enrollment there at Indian Lake. At 200, that's K through 12. So when you figure 13 grades, 200, not too many per grade. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's another one. Moser makes it 3-0 Chazy, and it looks like it's going to be the high-flying Eagles will end up with the MVAC championship tonight. The Indians are going to kick off after the goal by James Moser unassisted, and Chazy leads it 3-0.
20 minutes today.
We're halfway through the second half. I'm saying it's all over but the final score. I know a lot can happen in 20 minutes, but oops, nice. Out. I didn't think it was out. Unless it was out in the air.
He's out of the game. So is he suspended from science class because he play soccer?
He doesn't give the kids an opportunity to play.
Wells got a long whole road ahead of him to hoe. When you're down 3-0, with over 3/4 of the game gone by, almost time to board the bus and head back. Up here with the save.
The deal is, if he misses our day of school unexcused, he's done forever. Oh yeah, he'll miss one next week. Ernie? I have a funny feeling that Ernie heard him in Harley.
Moser's still looking for another one. He puts it towards net. Johnson pushes it out. And the Indian square, who we got down there in the net. Lamb almost netted himself. It's going to be Chazy's ball.
Keep it up. Be aggressive. Keep moving.
Mulligan with the footing. Right towards net. Offsides.
I thought we'd have a pretty good pass.
Another thing too, I don't think the coaches are supposed to cross that center line. They're supposed to be on this side of the white line and not cross that center line into the other coach's zone. Moser. Over to Lamb. Lamb gets it knocked away. Indians push it up the line. Devins is there. He's being attacked from behind. Ball is lifted in the air. Devins again. Indians push it back, but the Eagles bring it right back towards net. And it goes wide for a goal kick. I'm going to tell you, there's a good crowd here. Good crowd for Chazy Wells game. Of course, there's other schools here. I see Willsboro's coaches here. And some of his players. They're looking to see what they might have competition with. In fact, I think Willsboro is going to be going against Wells. I'm not sure of that. Now, don't go quote me on it.
there was a seat.
Lee outruns the Wells player. He hands it off to Mulligan. Mulligan puts it right back towards net.
Oh, she gave it over.
No, on the sheet.
Chazy. Oh, the Wells guy waiting for it to roll out. Lamb picks it up, fires it, and headed, but just wide.
And again.
No, dump the water on there.
Indians.
We did dump the water.
That slips it in the air by Promrio. Comes to Lamb. Lamb, he pushes it up ahead, looking for Moser. Moser catches up with it. He's going to bring it back towards net.
Keep your feet, keep your feet.
That's going to be a corner throw for Chazy. Mulligan, wide, goal kick. 13 minutes to go in the game. Chazy 3. Indian Lake Indians 0. Chazy girls played a shutout against Wells, 4-0. Now the Chazy boys are looking to do the same. Wah! Lamb leaves it for Damaris. Damaris rolls it into Lamb. Wells ball.
Keep your balance now, buddy. Keep your balance. Come on. Gotta go for the orange. Gotta go 12. Press up, Danny.
Wells will take the kick. Headed right back down by Mulligan, over for Lamb. Lamb puts it towards the middle, but broken up by Wells, by Indians. It's the Indian Lake Indians. Believe me. Anderson, he's in a foot race. Taps it back for Devens. Devens pushes it up ahead. McAuliffe, he rolls it up for Damaris. Damaris taken down. Put right back. Moser, whoa, he's knocked to the ground. Lee comes out with it. He's trying to work it back, stripped away by the Indians. McAuliffe, he shoots one towards net. Johnson's got it. Johnson quickly gets rid of it. Oh, Mulligan is hurting, I think. Yes. Tim is... No, Tim has felt better, I'm sure. Nothing was called on it. Direct kick. Yeah. Tim probably got it in the lower stomach there. Tell by the kick he is not up to par. McAuliffe. It's going to be a corner kick. Moser rolls it towards net. Somebody's clock's running a little slow, unless mine's running fast. They're saying 10 minutes to go. Wow. Aaron House took that one pretty hard in the face. And to make matters worse, it's a goal kick. A year ago, that fella right there was the big threat in the NBAC, Chris Gondek. This year he's on the sidelines watching. Chris was a top scorer in the area. Didn't make a difference if the MBAC or the CBAC. Chris Gondek was the top scorer. That's going to be a goal kick. Well, we got to stop the clock for what's the reason? I don't know. Stop the clock because Indian Lake wants to take a player out. Well, all he had to do was take it out. Didn't have to stop the clock for that, I don't think. Call against the Eagles. No, against Indians. Mulligan. That's going to be a goal kick. Oh, the old wind's starting to pick up again. It had died right down. It was starting to feel pretty good in here. Now the wind's picking back up. Well, this little fellow right here is new to the game because he's good and clean. He hasn't seen much action tonight. In fact, I think he's the fellow that came in when they stopped the clock to exchange players. It'll be a Wells toss, not a Wells Indian Lake toss. I'd say we're down to about 7 or 8 minutes now. There's a push off. Looked like an elbow on the way by. 7 left. Chazy leads it 3-0. So it looks like they're following in the girls' footpath tonight. I'm going to make a prediction that Chazy girls and the Chazy boys will be the MBAC champs for 1996. What do we got here? Stop the clock. What he's getting up, I think. Winnie Simpson, number 12. Adam Rainville, I can't remember what number Adam is. It just went in, and Eric Bowman has gone in for Chazy. You can tell them they're the 3 clean dressed fellows out there. Whoa, boy, there's a push. The Mars is going to take the kick. Indians are getting a little more physical. Well, especially when you're getting shut out. Lamb will overrun it and leave it for DeMars. I know that play. Taps over to Lamb. Lamb, oh, blocked. Nice play. Lamb was wide open there. Lamb still with the ball. He puts it across. Picked up by Rainville. Rainville's 27. I think just go.
5 minutes.
Oh, Rainville's not clean now. And we gotta stop the clock here. We're getting a yellow card on who? Well, we've got 2 yellow cards given out. 16 orange is Ernie Bennett. And 15 for Chazy, Tim Mulligan, unsportsmanlike. Moser takes the kick. His action resumes. Guess that was called against McAuliffe. Brought back by the Chazy Eagles. Bowman. He hasn't taken a dip yet. Adam Rainville showed him how it's done. Now the only two clean guys out there are Simpson and Bowman. It's pushed up ahead. Indians cleared back. Demars. He pushes it towards net. Bowman fires one that goes wide. Goal kick. Got some more clean guys out there. Casey Barcomb's gone in. And Zach Schofield, number 11, he's out there someplace. We're down to 3 minutes, I just heard. Chazy trying to preserve that shutout. As the wind picks up again, there'll be Indian toss in.
Get out!
That's grabbed by Johnson.
Gotta see the ball now. Gotta see the ball. Go.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Bowman. Eric Bowman again pushes it up towards net. Indians clear it.
No more, Orange. Come on, hold them out.
It's possible the Chazy Indians and the Chazy Eagles and the Wells Indians. Boy, I'm determined to call this team Wells. It's Indian Lake. It's possible that Chazy and Indian Lake will meet again down in the sectionals. We got the quarterfinals and the semifinals and then the finals. It is possible that they should meet again, and it's possible they'll never make it that far, either team. You never know in a ball game. Demars, he pushes it up ahead. Johnson's out for the grab. 20 seconds to go, Jim Schutz says. I guess they got the official time down there on the field. Brought right back. 8 seconds to go, so it's safe to say that Chazy Eagles are the MBAC champs. 1996 in boys soccer, along with the Chazy girls. Both teams from Chazy are the champs, MBAC champs for 1996. And I imagine somebody will be presenting the Chazy Eagles with their banner in a few moments. Mike St. Louis presenting the Chazy Eagles their banner. Didn't take them long to present it. More or less threw it to them. Overall champs for the MBAC. The Chazy Eagles for 1996. Defeating Indian Lake Indians by a score of 3-0. Until next time, good night everyone.